Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Let's Play of Krastorio 2, where we last episode just got our antimatter reactors up and running. And look at these beauties just chugging along. So in today's episode, I kind of want to start to look at some of the last things we need, or last and last, but at least some of the things that are holding us up. And one of the first things I very much want to look at is, as you can see, right now our lithium batteries are kind of slowing down. And it looks like it's a lack of lithium. No, pretty much just lithium. But when I'm looking at our production up here, we do have things in storage. So it might be the limiter I've put on this one that's going to be the main issue. And that the robots are not transporting it fast enough. So instead of just rebuilding this right now, though we could probably rebuild this to a better thing, we might actually just do that to have a better production. Because what I wanted to do, to be honest, was just to increase how much they're requesting. Because if we do that, that'll mean they'll get here faster. Because the travel time. And yeah, that is kind of what I want to solve. But instead, now to think about it, we might as well upgrade it all to the new setups. So for that, we'll just need advanced chemical plants, 1 item fluid in, and 2 normal items. And maybe we can take it here, 1 fluid in, 2 normal items, just with chemical plants instead. So let's see, don't we have some here just so we can line it up? Oh, that's 1 bigger. So we'll maybe have to go to... Where do we have a chemical plant that's the right size? Maybe these will be good. Can't remember if we have done one that's even bigger so far of chemical plants. That's a small one. That's not going to help us. We've done this one, that's the old as well. Maybe these. Yeah, we can take these just with 1 input. Does that have the correct size? That has 1 output. So what if we just steal one of these for now? Try to make something with it. Let's move it down here instead. Just so we have a blank one to work with. So there we are. I want just you for now. And we can keep these. Maybe this will just be inputs instead. But I definitely want to remove that one. Hopefully this was the correct blueprint in terms of getting what we need. I'll get... Oh wait, that was completely the wrong blueprint. That's not big enough. Wow, silly. But in theory, it is the same thing we'll have to do. Oh yeah, it was this one I was looking for. This has the correct size. And input. Let's just steal this part. And remove... This is the advanced chemical plant, so that is actually correct. Let's try this one. Let's just place it in the corner, so we have room for inputs. Then we'll need to change all of these to something else. But let's just get it delivered first so we can see how this looks. I think that one can be removed, to be honest. Change you to batteries instead. Oh, I can't mix. Here we go. That is looking good. And then we should be able to change this into the batteries, because that is pretty much the main thing we want. Could in theory remove the rest of these, but have to get all of this away. That's not really needed anymore. Well, there's a ton of things we actually brought here we don't need. To be honest, let's just do this. Deconstruct pipes. So just done that first pipe. First go around, and let's just remove the underground as well. Yeah, we'll get some new in then instead. Because all we need is just to jump it in right here. and then have 2 inputs, 1 output. We can just do our normal one output, 2 inputs. Here is some these. Will they be fast enough? Crafting speed 75. Let's hope so. Let's make 1 row. I want some buffer in case we start to do a massive expansion. Then we just need to get a barrel in. Could do 1 dedicated for each of them. So we only need 10 every 4 seconds. So that's going to be at 75. That's going to be almost 20 per second. So I think 1 will be able to supply what we need. Or we could just place down 4 just for the fun of it. Or 3 even is what I was trying to say. Let's try this. You'll all just kind of go into these. Get us our batteries. I don't want to lack these at least. When these are missing a bit. Just get 1 of these running, the rest will just stamp down in a second. You'll unload sulfuric acid. You'll request sulfuric acid. You'll request copper plates. Maybe 200 would be enough. And you'll request the lithium. Look at how much they need. I need 0.7 second, 0.25 per second times 75, so that's about, that's going to be 20, a bit less than 20. So as soon as this gets delivered, hopefully it'll work non-stop. Here they go. This one is making batteries at a pretty decent rate, I must say so myself. Since we have to get a bit more in at a time, let's just get it to 500 instead. Do the same with copper. And check if this one can run now. Let's upgrade all of these as well. Just give it all the speed it needs for it to go as fast as possible. And we need to hook up over here just with a little power line. That should give us all the batteries we need. We're actually already producing a surplus just with this. But as we've talked about a few times now, go big or go home. That is going to be the new thing we do. So can't we just take this part and just line it up? Just like that. That should make all of these run. When 500, is that not enough? Just deconstruct those 2 because that seems that's not enough. Set it to 1000 instead. Because right now is the time where we should make sure that everything is as we need it. So let's see here. That is looking fine. This is producing batteries. That is stacking batteries. Let's stack it to 400 instead. And let's copy this down here and here. And then we can take all of this and go over 1. Here and there. You end the way. You end the way. Let's just get these chests back. That's these kinda stopped. Need to do something else with this one as well. We could have made it here instead. But let's just fix the power poles a bit. They are actually a bit in the way right now. So let's make sure all of this gets in correctly. There we are. Here, here. Have some at the bottom that's gonna mess up a bit, but we'll just remove them in a second. And away with you. And then we just need to add in the power. It might be easier just having it here and here. That looks like it will work just fine. Oh, also can't reach these. There's always something that's lacking a bit. Oh well, we'll just fix that some other way. Not glad with this solution, but it will get them all to work at least. So now we just need things to get delivered. We already have enough batteries, so we can leave that. That means we can deconstruct this part and get that recycled into the system. That was also one of the main things we were needing for our advanced tech cards, which are now running very smoothly as well. So all the base is looking very nice. Now that we have our batteries fixed, there is one thing I actually noticed in between episodes, or actually started to think about as we started to make our matter, what's it called, antimatter plants. And that is, antimatter produces per 1000 matter 300 gigajoules of power. And to get matter, we just have to do a few things. And what I thought about is, what about wood? You don't take this one, but just take this one. Then it only requires quite a bit, oh, not that much even, to make 40 wood. And 40 wood can be turned into 8 matter. So in theory, what is that? 130 or somewhere around that. 125? I think that 125 cycles to give us one, what's it called, antimatter 1. And I think these are way cheaper than that. So for some reason this feels like this will give us infinite things, at least infinite power. If we get infinite power, we can get infinite wood, and then we can pretty much just go from there. Might be wrong about this, but it could be a fun thing to test out in the future. Or maybe you guys have some insight on it, if that is an infinite loop that we can make with the wood. Who knows, it could be fun to try. So these are all running. Are they getting enough in? They are. They're just not keeping up with this connection. I thought this would be way more than we could consume. And it's right on the edge of it. Maybe just buffer a bit more at a time so the robots have time to pick it up. The rest of it. I should at least buffer 200 instead of 100. That is fine. Things are charging. Oh, we're actually starting to get congestion with these 4. Never really thought I'd see that. But that's the way it is right now. So intergalactic transceiver is slowly working along. We're still missing powder. We're still missing these. But at least all of these are running now. And that was kind of what I was going for. So either we can make a new one of these, or we can just leave it for now. That one is done, so you can go away. Now we're going to hit the problem where we have less and less of things. The last you'll just keep moving. But all in all, things are looking very good in the base. We still have a surplus of matter cubes, even though we are making antimatter reactors, and we are at almost 60 gigawatts of power, which is what I'm aiming for, so we can start to power our intergalactic transceiver. I think that would be very good to have. How's the pollution looking? Okay, so our filtration system can't keep up anymore. That seems to be the case. That is also some of the things we're lacking, but they are keeping up somewhat, trying to consume this, but These might, I don't know how much, are they even making pollution? Who knows? But the base is looking good. Science is going through at a decent rate. What tech card are we missing? At the moment? Ooh, none of them are running. So if we look at this one, the one that's holding us up right now is still the advanced one. That is probably still because of... oh, that needs just the gears now. That we're not producing anywhere. So gear production, we have it right here. Is that just lacking inputs? Yeah, it's just lacking the plates. And the plates are probably just lacking the dust. Plate production. Yeah, everything's lacking the dust. Should probably make this into a better one while I'm at it. So what if we just remove this one? And let's see, I'll regret this in a minute. Because in theory, we should be able to just steal one of these that are fully beaconed. Kinda wanted one that was a bit better. That should be easy enough to do. Where is one of the bigger ones we have running right now? I think this one might be good. Does the size fit? Get an upgraded one. That is correct. We can take this one. Please take you. Please remove. Please just remove everything. I don't really want to look at it right now. You can go away. You can go away. Pipes as well. Messages. We just have the bare minimum of what we need. You can go away. Let's try this. Let's place one down here. Just to have the skeleton of what we need. And then we'll just put down our furnaces. Right here. Let's just hook you up a bit. That gives us power on both sides. But I want you to make plate. It means we'll have 2 inputs, 1 output. Oh, it's like we're copy-pasting this setup everywhere at the moment. But comparing that we do need quite a bit, that is kind of what we should be doing. It is pretty much this setup we want with these. But let's just craft it again. So there we are. Let's give you the dust. Let's get 1,000. I have no idea how fast this is going to be. No, it's, well, that's 100 something speed. Seems like it's good enough. So that's 3 times this, so that's 24 a second. This can output 30. I think that should be fine. And you will just get rare metals. Go. There we go. Get you to 1,000 as well. Might as well just buffer a bit. That should work, and then we just need, oh, we have the output. That should be all we need, and we can just stamp this one around a few times. Except these ones are gonna get in our way. Could have made it on the side instead. What if we just do that? Isn't that gonna solve it? So I don't have to worry about that in the future. I think it will. So that way I can just do that on all of them to have this one flowing. Have a very nice production of plates. Since we forgot to fill up all of these, there might actually be also something we're missing down below them. That looking good now. Should all be filled. Good. So that is pretty much the setup we're gonna go with. Let's just have one of these running right now. That makes plates. And we just missed the dust. as one of the things we are lacking. So let's... This is still the plate, just want to move it into the middle. It looks a bit better. This one is chugging along. Oh, you're missing speed. We need to give you an upgrade to a better one as well. Because isn't this the same size as one of these? It is, so we could actually just do one of these for crushing as well. That might actually be what we should do, so we can dismantle this one. Oh, is the output... Oh, is the output not good enough? It seems the output is also blocking us a bit. But I kind of want to make a new... So what if we just dismantle this one? That is way too slow. So... You can go away. Then I'll just steal this part right here. And again, remove all the things I don't want. These we will remove as well, because that needs to be crushers. So maybe just right here. Let's get in a crusher. And then we'll just need one in. Let's see here, we'll need, what is it? One in, one out. Could do two out, or each of these. I think that might be good so it doesn't block like that. So one in, oh wait, one in, two out this time. So we'll do it reverse. 1, 2, and 1 requester. Then we'll just hook you up. Double output. You'll just get this one, and just 1,000 at a time. Don't want to be in a situation where we're not getting it delivered fast enough. Oh, and you'll filter sand. And you'll filter dust. That should give us a nice surplus of sand as well. I think this is a good setup. Should give us a lot more of what we need. And is that all we need to do to expand it over? I think it might be. So what if we just do that? Copy all three. Do it the next row and the next row. That should be way better than what we have over here. Because that is blocking up or backing up. In theory, we could just dismantle this one, copy this one in, and have a very nice setup going. Luckily, we are almost caught up on our production as well. So hopefully our sand will stop producing a bit. Yeah, look, luckily that is now stopped. Because we put this limit in, and that was exactly what we wanted to do. The second sand right here. So sand, sand, both with a limit on it. And this one is just going without a limit. I just wanted to fill up to this one as the limiting factor. So hopefully that will enable us to produce plates as a much greater rate even. These are filling up. As soon as the rest of these get built, that will start to activate. Then we should have enough for the rest of our base to continue a bit. Isn't this one down here is just consuming a lot to fill up these? That yet again. That's fine. Oh, we're just missing one of these. That's why I was like, why is it not filling up? It's just a lack of fast loaders. So I think I'll leave it at this. This seems like a somewhat decent setup. Maybe dismantle this one. That's quite old now, and maybe just remove it. Let's try that. Let's get this one, give this one a helping hand to get started. I think we have a few. There we go. That is more throughput. That will mean that more of these will start to work. Yeah. This will just need a few minutes to stabilize, so things will start to work again. How many of the better inserters are we making? These should soon be backed up. Might want to just increase the production of the red a bit, because I think they're still being produced here back at the old base. That is not really keeping up anymore. All of this is also grounded to a halt now. Let's just do this, to be honest. All of you can get an upgrade. Get bit of productivity to him, but yeah, at least now we have a bit more flowing through. Yeah, but there's a ton of things wrong with this old setup. Most of it is just that it can't keep up anymore. And we probably should change a lot of this for the future to make sure it can actually work as intended. As a waste of resources. Oh well, that'll be something we'll probably look at sometime in the future, though it's only used for these at the moment. Oh. That did hurt a bit. They found a weak corner. Let's just get rid of these. They don't get to do that without consequence. Oh, and look, they have expanded quite close to the wall now. But luckily, bombardment is something they can't escape. Didn't we? Oh, we did. There we go. And you can go away as well, please. And the rest should just kind of be assaulted. But our walls are holding strong. No issues there. Our mining depots are running out. That is starting to become an issue. But yeah, the rest is looking good. I think I might have an issue with this one. We talked about it before, since it's just kind of requesting all the time because of the way I've done this. I think I put the limit to the same on these ones. I actually kind of want to go and check it now that I remembered while you guys are here. And I think it's because, let's hope I don't mess with, right now they're just going with full tanks. That's because this one is 1000. I think this one is similar to 1000 as well. So in theory, if you put this one to 2000, that means these will empty out. That is actually what I want, so we can actually empty out these when we're going. We'll just have 2000 in this storage tank. So that should solve this, that these goes in without getting emptied. As you can see right now that is happening. But now it should get solved. Been like that for like 30 episodes now, but better late than never, as I say. Let's see one last look here in our newly constructed area. Let's give it a small helping hand. I kind of want all of these to work. That is luckily giving us quite a bit more out. Oh, we can't consume the sand fast enough. Can we? Oh, it's right on the... Oh, it is going down, I think. So hopefully this will keep it running non-stop. Does look like it. So with that, I think that is a somewhat, might want for this one to get done, but somewhat close place to get done with Intergalactic Transceiver. That might be something we'll start to look at in the next episode. I think it could be cool. If we should power it right away, that's a different matter. What? Can we use antimatter artillery shells? Probably not in artillery turrets. This one, sorry. That would be a bit weird. Oh, we can. Well, that would be insane. I don't know why you would need it. I don't think I've seen anything strong enough to survive just a normal shot. But that is fine. Powder still missing. This is still consuming all the powder we are producing. Oh well, we'll check back. Oh, we actually got it done. That actually means I know what I should call this episode. Probably something with Intergalactic Transceiver research done. Or something along that line. That means that next episode we will look at this one, what it can do. And I think that will be quite fun because power-wise, we are getting where I want to be. And if it's just power, I think it should be fine. So last thing before ending the episode, let's just set up crafting for it. This is slowly chugging along. Let's just set up our intergalactic transceiver. If I can find it. Oh, it's on the military. Please make this one. And one of these with a bit of speed. Because I kind of want to see it in action. Please request all you need. That is quite a bit. Oh, it takes... Oh, never mind. We should probably do it somewhere else. It takes half an hour to be made. Let's just stop this one. Ooh. That was a mistake. That was a very big mistake. Okay, guys. You didn't see that. Just ignore what just happened. That was just me doing a rather silly thing. And I kind of dropped things all over ground. But oh well. Next episode we'll set up a beacon place so it doesn't take half an hour for one of them to be crafted. And then we will look at it. But to be honest, I don't care. We don't need that many, we just need one. So let's do this again that I just messed up completely. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please forget you ever saw that. That was rather silly. And with that, I will end the episode. So remember to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.